So we are in Ascent in the northwest of Scotland. And today, in this video, I want to do some hiking. I've always wanted to get up into the mountains in this region, but very rarely does the weather allow you to do that. And today, it's looking quite promising. Although we still have a very low cloud base, so there's no promises of any views when we get up there. But the winds are calm, and there's no rain in the forecast, so it's worth a try. So the hike that we're doing now is called the Fiddler. Well, that's its nickname anyway. And the views look incredible. That is, of course, if we get any views, because as I mentioned just before, the cloud base is very low. Now don't worry, we are not aimlessly hiking up into zero visibility. That would be pointless, at least from a photographic standpoint. I think there should be incredible views. You can't really see it, but out to sea that way we have lots of wonderful islands. So once we gain a bit of height and elevation, we always have those views behind us. So the views I was talking about before, the alternate photographer views of all the islands out to sea. Oh, it's a very slippery trail. You can already see now that they're opening up behind me just there. So that fills me with optimism. Also, look at this, let me spin you around. But look at this, man, it's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful views. Nice bit of atmosphere there. I can't resist. I can't resist. Ugh. So I just grabbed my 24-70 to go for a wider shot, because what I want to do is include all of the sky with the mountains at the bottom of frame. The mountains are quite shapely and quite well balanced, and the sky, oh, the sky's fantastic. Got a beautiful texture and tonality on the water. Again, the weather and the ribbons of rain moving through those elements that really is our subject. So I don't know if that's going to focus there. Yeah, maybe. Well, no, it's flipping camera's programmed to follow my face. No one wants to see my face. Well, we're stopping again. Hey, I see the islands behind me. I think, I might be wrong here, but I think they're the Summer Isles. I'm not too sure. But as I've been hiking up, I've been looking at the islands and I'm thinking, okay, we need to get higher. We need to get more elevation so we can separate the islands from the mainland and get a clean composition. Well, as I've been walking, I've been kind of looking, seeing if I can put a box around the islands, the group of islands that I'm after. And from about this point we can do that. So, that is what we're doing. I brought my tripod, a big heavy tripod on this big mountain hike, but there's a lot of light. I don't need it. Image stabilization. We're not using any filters or anything like that. It's not necessary at this point. So we can just go handheld and live in regret that I brought my big heavy tripod. All right, let's have a look. I'm thinking square composition. Oh, it's beautiful. I can already, oh, fantastic. I just looked through the viewfinder and, oh yes. So same concept as before when I was shooting the bands of rain with the 24-70, I was placing the land, sort of the dominant feature. I was placing that at the very bottom of frame and offering lots of negative space at the top. It's exactly the same here. One, because I think it's aesthetically, it looks good, it's quite interesting, and two, because it's necessary. If I bring the camera down, we introduce land and distractions, whereas this way it's just really clean, really minimal, super minimal. The weather's beautiful, there's not much wind, the sea's nice and calm. Again, we have a cool blue tone to the landscape. It's fantastic, the texture and the quality in the sky and how it just seamlessly merges into the sea. There's almost no horizon line. It's, yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful.
Well, I have to say, I was really pleased with those images, but would my luck continue? I'm not so sure. But before we find out, let me thank the sponsor of today's video, which is MPB. Now, MPB is a place where you can buy, sell and trade your used camera gear. So, if you've got some old gear gathering dust on a shelf, well, you can sell that to MPB and make a bit of money. It's dead easy. You go on the website, input the camera details, input the condition that it's in, and then they'll send you a quote. If you're happy with the quote, they'll send you a shipping label. It's faff free, and the money is in your bank account within no time at all. I've done it myself. I've sold 2 cameras plus multiple lenses, and I have to say I genuinely recommend them. Of course, they don't just buy kits, they sell a ton of used gear on their website, and they also will allow you to do a straight up trade. So if you fancy giving that a go, there is a link in the description. If you use that link, then they'll know that you got there through this video, which encourages them to continue supporting the channel, which is a massive help to me. Cheers guys, thank you very much.
Well, I'll be honest with you, it's not looking good. I set off in hope of the cloud breaking and views opening up. But it's looking like we are well and truly socked in. But here's the thing, so many times in my life, I've been socked in only for it to part and clear at the final hour. So that's what I'm clinging on to. And if nothing else, we've had a beautiful hike. Oh, so let's see. Let's not write it off just yet. We're almost at the summit, so we'll keep pushing on. Oh, well, we've made it. That's the summit just there. There should be incredible views for miles to see, but sadly, there is not. But that's the game, that's okay. We've got beautiful images on the way up. We've had a good hike. I'm not giving up on that beautiful Ascent Mountain panoramic. I really hope to achieve that in this video, but I can only do that if the weather allows. I have a limited amount of time. Right, back down, out of the drizzle. Back to the van.
Yep, 3 days later, and we have possibly a break in the weather, which is going to give us a second go at this hike and these fantastic views, and hopefully some great images. So this is the current state of affairs, still under a massive blanket of cloud that we have been under for days and days and days. However, if I fast forward by 2 hours, you can see that that cloud significantly begins to break up. Fast forward 3 hours to 4 o'clock, and it's very, very broken up. This is it. This could be amazing. Like, if we get light on the land, I know I always say to, you know, manage your expectations, but man, I'm so excited for this, and I really hope, if this weather forecast is out by even 1 hour, we're not going to get anything. But if it's accurate, it's going to be phenomenal. So that's it. I won't bore you with the hike again. I will just see you at the summit.
Now this is what I'm talking about. This is what I've been waiting for. It's just incredible. But the elephant in the room, we still don't have any light. So the time is 3:15. That gives us 1 hour until sunset. This is the weather report. You see that brown line through the middle? Well, that is clear skies, apparently. We are right in the middle of that brown clear sky slither. That's 4 o'clock. Right now, it's kind of showing broken cloud. But unless my eyes deceive me, I don't think that's going to happen. This cloud would have to break up very quickly. And it's not particularly windy or volatile. The cloud isn't moving a lot. Everything feels very static. Now, the other weather app that I was looking at in the van, well, that's updated itself and it's given a far more accurate picture. You see that? That red pin is us. That's now covered in cloud. Fast forward to, say 4:15, which would be almost darkness. Yeah, still completely blanketed in cloud. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think we can rule out any light. That's a shame. That is a real shame. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm disappointed. I am, of course I am. Photographer. Which landscape photographer wouldn't be disappointed when promised light and then that was taken away? And I thought about not taking a picture. I thought, you know what, I'm not even gonna take a photograph. I'm just gonna enjoy the view and leave. And I thought, who do I think I am? Of course I'm gonna take a photograph. So, you know, when you have lemons, make lemonade. And do you know what? Earlier on in the video, which was a few days ago, I got some fantastic images of that rain band moving through and those minimalist island shots. Like, I'm really happy with those photographs. And now I've got this amazing view. We're gonna get a photograph here. Okay, it's not gonna be the landscape painted vibrant red, but you know, we'll have it as a record shot. And one day we'll come back. And when we do, I'll insert this bit of video. So F11, focusing on Stack Poly, which is the prominent mountain ahead of us. No foreground interest or anything like that. Really, I need light in order to play with the foreground. So it's just the view. And what a view it is, ladies and gentlemen. What a view it is.
Well, I've said it before and I'll say it again, a great view does not make a great photograph, and this is a fine example of how important light is. Because the absence of light with a scene like this just creates a rather dull and flat image. So it's definitely one to come back to, again, for the third time. So here are the raw files side by side with the edited images, which will give you a good idea of my editing process. And what I would like to say whilst you look at these images is that if you've gained any value from this video or taken anything away from it, then please give the video a like, or even better, subscribe if you haven't already. Final quick sales pitch, I have a calendar, 2 books, and the photography community, all available, linked in the description below. Cheers guys, thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.